Blueface just set the internet on fire, and he didn't even have to say a single word. Overnight, without warning, the rapper wiped his entire Instagram clean. Every photo, every video, every story highlight gone. But that wasn't even the part that sent fans spiraling. Because just minutes after his feed went completely blank, Blueface changed his profile picture to Angela. Yes, that Angela, the one at the center of the messy rumors, cryptic tweets, and behind-the-scenes drama that's been brewing for months. No caption, no explanation, just Angela's face staring back at millions of followers. Within seconds, social media went into meltdown mode. Screenshots of his page started circulating faster than wildfire, and hashtags like Blueface WTF and Angela Tokover shot straight to the trending list. Fans, haters, and even celebrities were weighing in, some claiming it was a power move, others calling it a desperate cry for attention. But here's the kicker. Insiders are already whispering that this wasn't just a random stunt. They're saying Blueface has been planning something big behind closed doors, and Angela's picture is just the first shot. Fire. And if what we're hearing is true, the next move is going to be explosive. To understand why sudden Instagram purge and profile picture switch to Angela has the internet in a chokehold right now, you need to know the tangled web of history, rumors, and quiet feuds that's been brewing behind the scenes for months. Blueface has never exactly been a stranger to public chaos. Over the years, his social media has been less of a highlight reel and more of a live reality show. Fights, reconciliations, cryptic threats, lavish flexes, and the occasional petty jab aimed directly at whoever was in his bad graces. That weak fans had grown used to the constant turbulence. But this felt different. This wasn't impulsive rage posting or a random middle-of-the-night rant. This was clean, deliberate, surgical. It's the kind of move that doesn't just happen. It's planned. Angela's involvement in his life was never officially confirmed. But the whispers started nearly a year ago. At first, she was spotted in the background of one of his live streams, quickly ducking out of frame. Then eagle-eyed fans noticed a woman with her same distinct hair color and tattoo, standing next to him at a private studio session in LA. The first real spark came when Blueface's on-and-off partner posted a thinly veiled Instagram story. "Ladies, he's suddenly too busy to see you. It's not work, it's her." Within hours, fan blogs had already linked her to Angela. For months, Angela's name would pop up like clockwork. Never confirmed, never denied, but always lurking in the background of Blueface's drama. The two were allegedly spotted together at an underground boxing match. And there were even claims they took a low-key trip to Miami. Still, neither addressed it publicly. Then came the first major public crack in the wall. 3 weeks ago, Blueface went on a late-night live session, rambling about loyalty and betrayal. In the middle of it, he dropped a line that sent his viewers into overdrive. "Sometimes the one who's really riding for you ain't the one everybody's watching." Within minutes, comments flooded in. "He's talking about Angela. We see you, drop the act." But just as quickly, he ended the stream and disappeared. Meanwhile, Angela herself wasn't making things any calmer. While she never posted anything outright confirming their link, she started dropping her own cryptic hints, a song lyric about taking someone's spot, a boomerang of 2 champagne glasses clinking with the caption, "Cheers to patience," and, most damning of all, a mirror selfie in what looked suspiciously like Blueface's kitchen. The tension was building, but no one expected the Instagram wipe. The purge didn't just remove his recent uploads, it erased everything. Years of history, collaborations, personal moments, gone in an instant. And then came that profile picture, Angela's face, smirking just enough to look like she knows something the rest of us don't. If it had been anyone else, fans might have chalked it up to trolling. But Blueface has a pattern. Every major chapter in his personal life has started with a calculated social media stunt. The kind that seems meaningless in the moment, but turns out to be the opening move in a much bigger game. And here's where it gets even more suspicious. A source, close to his inner circle, told a private hip-hop gossip page that the wipe wasn't spontaneous. According to them, Blueface had been quietly prepping for this move for over a week, even going as far as hiring someone to archive every single post before deleting them. Why? Because the wipe wasn't the endgame, it was the announcement. The same source claimed that Angela's profile picture wasn't just a nod to their connection, it was a declaration. They hinted that the two might be making a public debut in a way that would flip the narrative around Blueface's personal life entirely. Now, the theories are running wild. Is this about love, revenge, business? Or is Angela about to become the center of his next big project, music or otherwise? Whatever it is, one thing's clear. This wasn't random, and it wasn't for nothing. Blueface just opened a door, and everyone's watching to see what walks through it next. If the Instagram wipe was the match. What happened next was the gasoline. Barely 24 hours after Blueface replaced his profile picture with Angela's face, a fan account posted what they claimed was a leaked DM exchange between the rapper and Angela. The screenshots looked like they came straight from Angela's account. Timestamps, read receipts, and all. The messages weren't long, but they were loaded. Blueface, it's time. You ready? Angela, always. Let's show them. No turning back after this. Fans were already spiraling when, just hours later, shaky cell phone videos surfaced from what appeared to be a private dinner in West Hollywood. The clip showed Blueface and Angela sitting together in a corner booth, leaning close, her hand resting casually on his leg. The video ended with Angela glancing toward the camera and smirking, almost as if she knew she was being recorded. That's when the backlash began. For months, Blueface's Anandov's partner had been dropping hints about betrayal and fake loyalty, but she had stayed vague enough to avoid naming anyone. Now, with Angela's face plastered across his profile and new footage hitting social media, fans started connecting dots, and not in his favor. One viral tweet read, "So all that family first talk was a lie? Wiping your IG for her is wild." Another racked up over 50,000 likes. "You deleted every memory of your kids and replaced it with a woman you barely claim. Clown behavior." It wasn't just random fans talking either. People from inside the industry began to stir the pot. A producer who had worked with Blueface on one of his early hits tweeted, and then quickly deleted, "I warned you years ago about letting her in." Even more telling, one of Angela's former friends jumped into the conversation on TikTok, claiming Angela had been waiting for the right moment to make her move, and that this isn't about love, it's about leverage. The rumors took a darker turn when an anonymous account claiming to be part of Blueface's management team messaged a hip-hop gossip blog with a bold statement. "This whole Angela thing, it's payback. Someone crossed a line, and this is him making sure they feel it." But the biggest twist didn't come from Blueface. It came from Angela herself. Late that night, Angela posted a cryptic Instagram story, a photo of a single chess piece, a queen, lying on its side next to a tipped-over king. The caption, "Checkmate." It was the first direct message she had sent to the public since Blueface's profile change, and it lit the internet on fire. Was she calling herself the queen? Was Blueface the fallen king? Or was this aimed at someone else entirely? Theories flooded in. Angela is taking over, and Blueface is letting it happen. This is about a rival woman, not him. It's just the weapon. Queen piece equals she just secured her position in his life permanently. Adding to the chaos, a second leaked video hit Twitter the next morning. This one, allegedly, from inside a recording studio. In the clip, Blueface and Angela are seen with headphones on, laughing between takes, while someone in the background can be heard saying, "This track's gonna ruin some people." It was only a few seconds long, but it was enough to make fans wonder if all of this, the IG wipe, the public appearances, the chess post was leading to a diss track, or a full-blown collaboration aimed at specific targets. By now, the situation wasn't just trending, it was dominating every hip-hop conversation online. And the question wasn't just, are they together? Anymore. It was, who are they coming for? Blueface still hadn't explained a single thing. No live streams, no interviews, no captions. It's just Angela's face on his profile and a growing trail of suspiciously timed leaks. But according to one anonymous tip sent to a celebrity gossip email line, the silence wouldn't last long. The tip claimed Blueface and Angela were planning to step out together in a full red carpet debut at an event happening within the next 2 weeks, and that this debut would confirm everything and expose more than anyone is ready for. If that's true, this isn't just a messy situationship playing out on social media. It's the beginning of something far bigger, something that could drag multiple names, brands, and even music industry alliances into the crossfire. And if Angela's Checkmate post is any indication, the first piece has already fallen. If the chess post was Angela's way of playing with the internet, what happened next was her flipping the entire board over. 3 days after, Blueface's wipe and Angela's cryptic Checkmate message, a high-definition paparazzi shot dropped on multiple gossip pages, and it was nothing short of a bombshell. The photo, snapped outside a luxury hotel in Beverly Hills, showed Blueface and Angela walking arm in arm, with none other than Marcus Stax Holloway trailing just behind them. Now, to casual fans, that name might not ring a bell. But to people in the industry, Marcus Stax is the name you don't want in your drama. A heavyweight investor in multiple West Coast hip-hop ventures, a silent partner in several major music labels, and more importantly, the man who once financed Blueface's breakout tour before they had a very public falling out over money. So why was Marcus suddenly in the same picture, walking with them like nothing had happened? Within hours, the theories exploded. Marcus is bankrolling whatever this Angela thing is. They're forming some kind of power trio to take over? This is a calculated PR stunt with big money behind it. And just when people thought it couldn't get messier, an anonymous insider sent an audio clip to a hip-hop leak account. In the recording, 2 male voices, one sounding suspiciously like Blueface, the other allegedly Marcus, were discussing the rollout. Voice 1, Blueface: "We need to time it so the feed's still dry. She's the first post when it comes back." Voice to Marcus: "Easy. By the time they realize, we're already 3 steps ahead." The internet went feral. If legit, this meant the IG purge Angela's profile pic, and possibly every leak so far, were all part of a carefully orchestrated plan. And Marcus's involvement hinted that this plan wasn't just about a relationship, it was about business, revenge, and positioning. Angela didn't help cool things down. The night the photo dropped, she posted a single black and white selfie to her story, her eyes hidden behind oversized sunglasses. The caption, "Every move is calculated." Meanwhile, Blueface's baby mama, who had been relatively quiet since the wipe, suddenly broke her silence with a furious Instagram live. She didn't name names, but her words were sharp. "I don't care who you think you are or how much money you think you've got behind you. When you play dirty with family, karma hits harder than any diss track." The clip went viral instantly, with thousands of viewers convinced it was aimed squarely at Angela and Marcus. Then came the biggest twist yet. A former associate of Marcus Stax, using the alias D, gave an exclusive to a small but notoriously accurate gossip YouTube channel. D claimed that Angela had been in contact with Marcus long before she was ever linked to Blueface, and that she'd been using that connection to position herself as more than just a music video extra or social media face. According to D'Angela, had pitched Marcus on a concept months ago, a new label/entertainment brand built around controversy, influencer power, and calculated shock moments. The idea? Make headlines first, drop content later. And Blueface, with his unpredictable reputation and huge following, was the perfect entry point to light the match. Dee even claimed there was a contract, one that tied Blueface and Angela together for a minimum of 6 months, regardless of personal fallout. If true, this changes the narrative completely. This wouldn't be a whirlwind romance, would be a strategic alliance. And every single spontaneous move so far, the profile pic, the leaks, the cryptic captions would just be part of a rollout blueprint. When asked if there was more to come, Dee's answer was chilling. What you've seen so far? That's just the intro. The main act hasn't even started yet. The story was snowballing so fast that even major hip-hop radio stations started dedicating full segments to the Blueface Angela Marcus plotline. Some saw it as a masterclass in viral marketing. Others called it toxic manipulation of public perception. But no matter which side you're on, one thing was clear. Whatever was coming next had the potential to not just shake Blueface's personal life, but to redraw certain power lines in the West Coast hip-hop scene entirely. And then, late that night, another breadcrumb dropped. Angela's profile picture, the one on Blueface's Instagram, was suddenly swapped out. Not to another photo of her, but to an image of 3 chess pieces: a queen, a rook, and a knight, standing over a toppled king. The king was gone. And fans knew exactly who they thought that king was supposed to be. By the time the chess image replaced Angela's profile picture on Blueface's Instagram, the reaction online had hit full fever pitch. It wasn't just a celebrity gossip cycle anymore. It had become the conversation in hip-hop, spilling into talk shows, podcasts, and even mainstream news outlets. Twitter Spaces were going all night, with fans debating whether this was a genius marketing scheme or the ugliest public manipulation they'd ever seen. One space hit over 30,000 listeners before crashing, with the most replayed moment being a caller shouting, "This isn't a love story. This is war disguised as romance." On TikTok, creators started doing full Angela theory videos, mapping out the timeline on whiteboards like detectives, circling dates and highlighting coincidences. Some argued the toppled king in the chess photo was aimed at a specific rapper who had beef with Blueface months ago. Others were convinced it was symbolic, a warning that anyone could be dethroned if they stood in their way. Instagram comment sections were chaos. "This is the most entertaining mess I've seen in years. Bravo." If Marcus is really backing them, half the West Coast is about to go silent. Y'all think she's just a pawn? She's the one moving the pieces. The reaction wasn't limited to fans. Celebrities began weighing in too, some directly, others in their own cryptic way. A chart-topping female rapper posted a laughing emoji, followed by a chess queen icon. And people instantly flooded her mentions with theories that she was Team Angela. Meanwhile, a veteran West Coast OG tweeted, "Back in my day, we didn't need chessboards to make moves. We just showed up." That tweet alone sparked a fresh round of think pieces about the new era of stunt-driven hip-hop and whether artists were sacrificing authenticity for clout. Even brands started chiming in. A streetwear label posted a mock-up hoodie design with the words "Checkmate" energy across the chest, clearly riding the wave. The post went viral in minutes, but the comments section quickly turned into a war zone between people who loved the hustle and those who thought it was exploiting a messy personal situation. Behind the scenes, industry insiders were just as divided. A well-known A&R told a podcast host off-air that Marcus's involvement made perfect sense. He's been looking for a project like this. Chaos sells. But another executive claimed it was risky. Warning, if the public decides they've been played, they'll turn on all 3 of them overnight. Meanwhile, Blueface's baby mama went live again, this time doubling down. She didn't use Angela's name, but she didn't need to. Her words dripped with venom. "Some people think they're building an empire. They're building a house of cards, and I'll be here when it falls." Fans clipped a line and turned it into a trending. Sound on TikTok. In the middle of all this, Angela made her boldest move yet. Without warning, she created a brand new Instagram account. No posts, no bio, just a username and one story highlight titled "Coming Soon." When clicked, the highlight played a 3-second loop of a velvet curtain slowly pulling back. Then cutting to black dot, it was enough to send everyone into a frenzy. Was it a music video? A business launch? A tell-all interview? Nobody knew. Blueface, for his part, still said nothing. His Instagram remained wiped, except for the chess image. No lives, no captions, no explanations. Which, in a way, made the tension even worse, because the silence left everyone else to fill in the blanks with their own theories. By now, the public wasn't just reacting to the drama. Will Angela and Blueface go public together in the next week? Is Marcus the real mastermind? Is the toppled king supposed to be? And with every hour that passed without answers, the speculation only grew. It wasn't just a scandal. Anymore, it was a countdown. Everyone knew something was coming. And if the rumors about an event appearance, a diss track, or a surprise business launch were true, the next chapter could be the one that changes everything. The tension had reached the point where even people who didn't follow hip-hop were asking, what's going on with Blueface and that Angela situation? But just when the internet thought it had the pieces figured out, the board flipped again, this time in the most unexpected way. It started with a single push notification from a gossip news. Breaking private dinner video of Blueface and Angela leaked. Third voice identified. Within minutes, the video was everywhere, reposted on Twitter, chopped into clips on TikTok, uploaded to shady mirror accounts on Instagram. The grainy footage was clearly shot from behind a decorative plant inside a dimly lit private dining room. Blueface and Angela sat close together, heads bent as they whispered. But then, about 20 seconds in, a third figure leaned in from the shadows. It was Marcus Stacks. And this time, he wasn't just there, he was talking. Marcus. So, the date's locked. But remember, when it drops, you're not just burning one bridge, you're burning 5. Angela nodded without hesitation. Blueface smirked. That was it. No context, no explanation. But the damage was instant. Who were the 5 industry rivals? Former friends, potential business partners, theories flooded in at lightning speed. Some fans speculated that Marcus was referring to specific record labels that Blueface had worked with in the past. Others thought it meant burning ties with certain artists who had been loyal to him. A smaller but louder group swore this was about personal bridges. People close to Blueface who had been against his alliance with Angela from the start. Then came the kicker. Less than 2 hours after the video surfaced, Blueface's wiped Instagram feed came back online with one single new post. No caption, no tags. Just an image of a match being struck in the dark. The flame bright and sharp against the black background, the symbolism was obvious to everyone. The fire was about to start. Angela didn't sit back either. On her new Coming Soon Instagram, she posted a short clip of a gold-embossed invitation card sliding into a black envelope. The card read, November 17th, the reveal. No location, no details. That one post set off a wave of panic and excitement. People started Googling November 17 to see if any major hip-hop events were already planned. Nothing came up, meaning whatever this was their event. Blueface's baby mama jumped into the chaos with yet another live session, this time looking almost gleeful. Go ahead, set your little date. I'll have receipts ready before. The cake's even cut. Her comments only added fuel to the speculation. Was this reveal going to be a celebration, an album launch, or a full-blown public declaration of war? By the end of the night, one thing was certain. Nobody was neutral anymore. You were either Team Blueface and Angela, believing this was the smartest, most calculated brand move of the year, or you were Team Burnout, convinced they were walking into the biggest career-ending stunt in hip-hop history. And then, Just as the clock hit midnight, Angela posted one last story before disappearing offline again. It was a black screen with a single line of text: "When the king falls." The queen doesn't just rule, she rebuilds the kingdom. No one knew exactly what she meant, but one thing was clear: November 17th wasn't just a date. It was a warning. And whatever was coming that night had the potential to redraw every line in Blueface's personal and professional life. For better or for worse, the countdown had begun. All right, let's be real. You've just seen the match get struck. You've heard Marcus say they're about to burn 5 bridges. You've seen Angela put November 17th on the calendar like it's doomsday for somebody's career. Now the question is, what do you think is really going down here? Because here's the thing: none of this feels accidental. Not the Instagram wipe, not the profile picture swap, not the paparazzi shots, and definitely not that November 17th gold card. Every single move has been timed, staged, and loaded with meaning, which means whatever happens that night has been in the works for a long time. Is this about love? Is it about revenge? Or is it about something even bigger? A full-blown takeover that could shake the West Coast scene to its core. And let's talk about Marcus for a second. He's not a guy who pops up in public without a reason. He's putting himself on camera and saying things like "burn 5 bridges," then you already know the stakes are higher than we think. So I'm throwing it to you. Who do you think those 5 bridges are? Is Blueface in control here, or is he just another chess piece? Angela and Marcus are moving. And when November 17th hits, will this be the rise of a new empire? Or the biggest public crash we've ever seen? Drop your predictions in the comments and don't hold back. I'm reading them all. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that button now, because trust me, when November 17th comes, I'll have every clip, every angle, and every insider detail ready for you. This isn't just gossip anymore. This is history in the making. And you're watching it unfold in real time.